In progress.
Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Surfax Learning Channel. Kumusta po kayo? Medyo matagal din po tayong hindi nakagawa ng video lesson. So, I found out, base dun sa mga ginawa po nating video lesson previously, importante pala sa isang guro na pinag-aaralan bawat DepEd order, bawat policies na binababa ng Department of Education. Kaya, as a help, ililay down po natin dito sa Sir Fox Learning Channel yung mga latest DepEd order at hihimay-himayin po natin para magkaroon tayo ng knowledge sa mundo na meron tayo. O, mundo natin to eh. Guru ka, dapat alam mo ang mundo mo. Yeah? Talakayin po natin itong DepEd Order number 005 Series of 2024 dated April 29, 2024. It is all about rationalization of teachers' workload in public schools and payment of teaching overload. Oh, payment of teaching overload? So may ganun na ngayon. So kung mapapansin nyo po or matatandaan nyo po, last January, if I'm not mistaken, January or February, nagbaba po ng DepEd Order number 2 upang alisin yung mga ancillaries ng mga guro. So, ito na po ngayon yung ito na po ngayon yung pagpapaliwanag about that instance. So, pag sinabi kasing rationalization, parang explaining about the workload na mayroon ngayon yung mga public school teachers. And aminin niyo man sa hindi, may mga teacher kasi na puno ng ancillary kaya less yung workload. Nung tinanggal sa kanila, ang nangyari, underload sila. O, di ba? So, yun yung mga ilang senaryo na naganap nung dahil dun sa DepEd Order number 2 Series 2024. Since ito, naka, sabi nga nung nabasa kong post ay naka, naka, nagre-recover tayo for the month of June. Eh, from time to time, bisitahin po natin yung mga issuances para aralin yung ating mundo. Okay? So, rationalization of teachers' workload in public schools and payment of teaching overload. So, sabi ko dito, the Department of Education issues the enclosed policy guidelines on the rationalization of teachers' workload in public schools and payment of teaching overload pursuant to Republic Act number 4670 dated June 18, 1966. Talaga, mayroon na palang ganung Republic Act. Or the Magna Carta of Public School Teachers and Civil Service Commission Resolution number 0896 dated January 28, 2008. The Department of Education is guided by agency directions that are geared toward building a conducive environment for effective teaching and learning to thrive. Teachers shall render 8 hours of service per day, which 6 hours shall be devoted to actual classroom teaching. So as is pa rin. 6 hours actual classroom teaching, and the remaining 2 hours shall be allotted for work incidental to the normal teaching duties, which may be spent within or outside the school premises. Okay Maliunaw po yan. 6 hours teaching hours, classroom teaching. The remaining 2 hours shall be allotted for work incidental to the normal teaching duties, which may be spent within or outside the school premises. Other teaching-related work, such as but not limited to being a school coordinator, shall be duly compensated in accordance with Section 14 of Republic Act 4670. Kapag mayroon ka pa ring ancillary work, being a coordinator, sabi po dito, shall be duly compensated in accordance with Section 14 RA 4670. Magkano kay sahod, no? In exigency of service, actual classroom teaching in excess of the required 6 hours shall be compensated through payment of teaching overload, provided that it does not exceed 2 hours per day. All right. In exigency of service, actual classroom teaching in excess of the required 6 hours. Pag sumobra ng 6 hours yung teaching hours mo, shall be compensated through payment of teaching overload. So magiging teaching overload siya provided that it does not exceed 2 hours per day. So ibig sabihin, dapat hindi lumagpas sa 2 hours per day. The mechanism, procedures, and standards stipulated herein shall guide all the DepEd of offices and schools, including the heads of office or offices, school heads, and teachers, on the rationalization of teachers' workload in public schools, along with provided appropriate compensation and benefits to teachers who exceed prescribed workload or working hours. All right. All DOs, the Division Office, and other related issuances, rules, regulations, provisions with the guidelines are repealed, rescinded, or modified accordingly. Okay? Any clarification regarding this DepEd order shall be coordinated with Bureau of Human Resource and Organizational Development School Effectiveness Division. Fourth floor, ayan yung address. So, signed by our Vice President at the same time, DepEd Secretary. So, ito po yung mga reference. Rationale of this DepEd order strives to cultivate a work environment that ensures quality teaching workforce. In support of this trust, the department institutionalized Philippine professional standards for teachers to guide all teachers in public schools and clearly set expectations on teacher performance attainment of proficiency and professional development. So siguro ang next po nating ano is patungkol po dito sa Philippine Professional Standards for Teachers. May bago kasing issue na naman po dito. However, DepEd acknowledges that teachers' welfare is as important as teacher quality. Tama. Guided by the Republic Act 4670 of the Magna Carta for Public School Teachers. The holistic well-being of the teacher is prioritized by ensuring fair and equitable distribution of teachers' load. Okay? So, equal na ang teaching load. Pag may sumobra, no choice kundi mag-hire. Ha? Dapat mag-hire. Section 13 of Magna Carta affirms that actual classroom teaching hours shall not be more 6 hours a day, except in exigencies of service where teachers may render more than 6, but not exceeding 8 hours actual classroom teaching a day. Consequently, any actual teaching performed beyond 6 hours, as well as any other activities outside their normal teaching duties stipulated in Section 14 shall be compensated accordingly. Wow, magkano naman kaya yung compensation? In response to the precepts of the Magna Carta, several department issuances were released. Okay. And so on and so forth. Basta yun na lamang po yan. Tayo po ay dumiretso dito sa scope. Provides guidelines on the rationalization teachers' workload in public schools and streamline teachers' other tasks by specifying allowed teaching-related assignments. So dito rin nakapaloob yung mga allowed teaching-related assignments. This order covered all DepEd employed teachers engaged in classroom teaching on a full-time basis under permanent, provisional, or substitutional status in all public elementary and secondary school. Furthermore, this policy shall be implemented across all governance levels and guidelines, parameters, and processes outlined herein shall guide the DepEd schools, SDOs, ROs, central office, in the distribution of teachers' workload, streaming teaching-related tasks, as well as computations and compensations of teacher overload. May compensation. So, ilan sa mga definition of terms? For this purpose, the following terms shall be defined as follows. Class advising duties refer to ancillary tasks performed by a class advisor to manage a class group of learners for a certain grade level. Classroom, syempre, learning space, whether physical or virtual. Compensation refers to monetary payment to teachers for service rendered. Includes salary or wages or additional incentives attached to work rendered for their position. Remediation refers to the instructional program designed to support struggling learners who have not developed or attained expected curricular competencies and help them strengthen their basic skills to succeed in school. So tingnan po natin later ano yung concept nitong rationalization about remediation. School head refer to person responsible for the administrative and instructional supervision of the school or cluster of schools as provided for RA 9155. Teacher ancillary tasks refers to work incidental to the teacher's normal teaching duties. Teacher shortage refers to the deficiency in the number of teachers in school. Right? Teacher load, overload. Kailan masasabi na overload? Refers to actual classroom teaching in excess of the prescribed 6 hours actual classroom teaching in a day. The teaching overload shall not exceed 2 hours a day. Dapat hindi lumagpas. Ibig sabihin, pwede pa rin lumagpas ng 1 oras, pero dapat hindi lumagpas ng 2 oras or 10 hours a week. Naku. So, hindi kasi 10 hours a week na yun. Kapag 1 oras, 5 hours. O, di ba? Yung gagawin ni SH, babawasan yung 1 hour para ano. So, kasi paano ba naman kung overload din yung estudyante. So, gagawa ng paraan no? Teaching overload pay refers to the additional compensation of public school teachers who render actual classroom teaching beyond the required 30 hours a week. The compensation shall be at least 25% of teachers' regular remuneration. Okay, so 25% of teachers' regular remuneration. What is regular remuneration? Regular remuneration. Remuneration. So ano ba yung regular remuneration? So dapat daw ang compensation ni teacher kapag nag-overload ay babayaran siya ng at least 25% of teacher's regular remuneration. Teaching-related assignments refers to task means any money, things or value, economic benefit or conferred on. Hmm. So, 25% ng sahod. Oh, di na masama, ano? Task related, okay. Refers to tasks related to teaching and academic learning which support learner development. Teaching related assignment. Vacation service credits refers to the leave credits earned by public school teachers for services rendered during activities authorized by proper authorities during long period with no classes. So yun lang yung pwede, dun lang pwedeng gamitin yung vacation service credit. Semestral breaks and official non-working holidays. These credits are used to offset their absences due to illness. Pwede pala illness. Kaya pala puro illness yung ano eh. Or offset professional proportional deductions in vacation salary due to absences for personal reasons or late appointment. Late appointment. Pwede pala sa late. Salary due to absences for personal reasons or late appointment for purposes of this order can be graduated for teaching overload. Okay. Policy statement. This goal shall be achieved through a fair and equitable distribution of teaching workload and implementation of the streamlined set of teachers, ancillary tasks, and teaching-related assignment. Pinaka-main. Ano po yan? Guidelines and procedures. Streamlining teaching workload. A public teacher shall render 8 hours of work per day. So, 8 oras. Work per day of which 6 hours shall be devoted to actual classroom teaching and 2 hours shall be allocated for teachers' ancillary tasks which may be spent within or outside school premises. Pag sinabing ancillary task, definitely preparing of lesson plan, teaching materials, and so on and so forth. No teacher shall be required to submit documentary evidence kasi pinagsasubmit pa before. Ngayon, no teacher shall be required or accomplishment report on how the 2 hours of ancillary tasks are spent outside school premises. Maliwanag po yan, ha? Walang, wala na pong documentary evidence na para dun sa 2 hours ancillary task are spent na in-spent mo sa labas ng school. In a week, a teacher must be able to render 30 hours of actual classroom teaching and 10 hours of teaching ancillary tasks. Kasi 6 times 5, 30. Okay? 10 times 2, 5 times 2, 10. So, dapat per day, nakakapagturo ka ng 6 na oras. At meron kang ancillary time outside na 2 hours. Kaya 10 hours per week. Teaching load. In completing the 6 hours per day or 30 hours per week, devoted actual classroom teaching, any of the following parameters shall be observed. A teacher shall render 6 hours of actual classroom teaching and 2 hours shall be allotted to teachers' ancillary tasks incident to the teacher's normal teaching duties defined under VA3 of this order. Kay Master teacher shall likewise render 6 hours of actual classroom teaching and 2 hours shall be allotted to teacher ancillary tasks incidental to the teacher's normal teaching duties defined under item VA3 of this order. In case of where master teachers are designated as class advisors, these tasks shall form part of the 6 hours of actual classroom teaching. In line with the function of master teacher as defined in the PPST, coaching, mentoring, and provision of technical assistance to colleagues shall be treated as an ancillary task and shall be compensated with, talaga, it performed beyond 8 hours work day following the procedures provided herein. So, halimbawa, si SGH sa master teacher sa senior high school, kailangan niya mag-i-observe yung kanyang mga teachers at lumagpas siya ng 8 hours. Compensated na siya doon ng 25% ng kanyang sahod. Di ba? Tingnan natin kung talagang effective. Class advising duties as part of the ancillary task of teachers shall be treated as a teaching load equivalent to 1 hour per day or 5 hours a week. Included the 5 hours, 5 hours is the prescribed time for the homeroom guidance program HGP. Ano ulit? Class advising duties. Baka maging advisor po tayo pag hindi niloob. Pero sana iloob. As part of the ancillary task of teachers, paging advisor is ancillary task, shall be treated as a teaching load. So, ibig sabihin, bibigyan ako advisor, ang teaching load ko is 5 plus 1 hour per day. Ha? Teaching load equivalent to, treated as one teaching load equivalent to 1 hour per day or 5 hours per week, including dyan sa 5 hours na yung homeroom. Okay. So, pwedeng si advisor, 5 lang yung kanyang teaching load kasi meron siyang advisory class na equivalent for one teaching load. Okay? Pero pasok pa rin siya dun sa, pwede pa rin siya mabigyan ng 6 loads kung sakasakaling kailangan talaga ng guro. Pasok pa din yun. Hindi ka pa rin pwede magreklamo. Kasi ang ano lang is dapat hindi lumagpas sa 8 hours ang teaching ano mo. Di ba? Remediation or enhancement classes shall likewise be treated as one teaching load. So, ibig sabihin, yung remediation, one teaching load. Mayroong talagang teacher for remediation. The allotted time of the other procedural guidelines shall be in accordance with other DepEd issuance. So, meron talagang ano, program-based strategy approach is interventional intended to strengthen the skills and competencies of learners conducted during the allotted time per learning area shall not account for an additional teaching load. Program-based strategy approach or intervention intended to strengthen skills, hindi siya teaching load. Halimbawa, siguro yung training, yung mga training. Teacher designated as teacher in charge. Naku po, ito yung aming pinasahan. Nox naman. Teachers designated as teacher in charge. Wish ko lang. Are considered school heads. The designation of TIC shall be supported by a duly signed designation order from the school division superintendent specifying duties and function, authority, accountability, may aura na, and responsibility among others. Hence, TIC shall be relieved of teaching and other related duties and perform fully the function of the school head. Okay. So, wala ka ng teaching load pag TIC ka. Fully, ang function mo as a school head. Pero may however. However, in the exigency of service, TICs may be given teaching loads on the condition that all teachers in the school have been assigned the maximum teaching overload of 2 hours. The teaching load of TIC shall form part of their regular work hours. As a result, any work performed beyond the regular work hours shall be compensated accordingly. All right. The alternative learning system, ALS, and special needs education teachers shall likewise observe the prescribed work hours for teachers. The school head shall ensure that teaching load is equitably fairly distributed among teachers. Teaching overload. Hours rendered as an actual classroom teaching in excess of the prescribed 6 hours in a day for teachers shall be counted as teaching overload. Basta lumagpas dun sa prescribed 6 hours. The number of minutes accumulated on a weekly basis shall be converted into hours for computations of appropriate teaching overload pay. To ensure the general welfare of teaching personnel, the maximum hours of teaching overload per day is 2, as provided under Section 13 of RA 4670, Chapter 6 of the Department of Budget and Management Manual on Position Classification and Compensation. As a general rule, only teachers in schools with teacher shortage based on the enhanced planning parameters are eligible for teaching overload pay. Okay. However, tasks requiring actual classroom teaching duties, whether in person, distance, or blended, including relieving duties for the other teacher, which are beyond the normal teaching hours and affecting vacant periods, shall also be considered teaching overloads, provided it satisfies the conditions in items A2.1 and A2.2 respectively. All teachers shall render the prescribed number of actual classroom teaching hours before they may be assigned a teaching overload. Specialization of teachers must be prime consideration for the school heads in assigning overload. Okay? Teachers holding contractual positions funded by the local school board are not eligible to receive teaching overload pay. So, hindi pala sila eligible, mga LSB. However, may however ulit, the protection of their stationary or statutory rights shall be properly observed through this DepEd order by ensuring that they are subjected to a fair and equitable distribution ng mga naman. Teacher ancillary task. Ito, sino yung may mga ancillary task pa rin? To further support the teaching and learning process, teacher ancillary tasks shall be performed in the remaining 2 hours of a regular work. The following shall be considered as teacher ancillary tasks: curriculum planning, preparation of lesson plan, ayan yung mga teacher ancillary tasks na lang, action research, attendance to learning action cell, lock sessions, yan. Yan yung mga ancillary tasks, curriculum delivery and pedagogy, preparation of instructional aids, checking of recording of attendance and participation, classroom management. Yeah. Assessment of learners' progress, checking of exercise and summative test, kasama po yan. Recording of academic performance result, grading learning performance or achievement. And then, kasama po dyan din yung homeroom guidance and management, class advising duties, periodic reporting of attendance, preparation of and submission of report card, and other school forum. Ito po yung mga ancillary task ng isang guro base po dito sa DepEd Order number 5 series of 2024. Alright? Master teachers, coaching, mentoring, and provision of technical assistance to colleagues shall be treated as one ancillary task. So, ancillary task nila yun. Learning Action Cell, coordinator in service training inset, coordinator shall be included in their functions among others. School head shall prepare individual class programs ensuring that schedule of teachers give ample time for the preparation of the correction of exercises and other work incidental to normal teaching duties herein defined. Teacher conducting conference with parents and home visit performed beyond regular work hours shall be granted as VSC, subject to guidelines provided herein or as defined by other different issuances. Master teacher performing coaching and mentoring as well as providing technical assistance to colleagues beyond regular work hours shall likewise be granted as VSC. Okay. Ito, teaching-related assignments. To ensure that teachers are focused on their core mandate, only the following teaching-related assignments on top of the teacher ancillary tasks as herein defined may be designated to teachers, provided that developmental progress are included in a school improvement plan, SIP. School coordinator, reading, literacy, and numeracy. So, pwede pa rin magkaroon si teacher. Research, special needs education, information communication technology, ICT, guidance and advocacy, inclusive education. So, yan pa rin po yung mga ang tawag dyan ay teaching-related assignments. So, meron pa rin yan. Trainer, advisor, school papers, sports development program, Supreme Elementary Learner Government, SELG and SSLG. Chairmanship, grade level. So, meron pa rin. May curriculum chairman or learning area. In the designation of teaching-related assignments, school heads shall consider the specialization of teachers who shall be assigned along with the respective workload. So, dapat nga naman talaga, teachers with less than 6 hours of teaching load shall be prioritized in the designation of to teaching-related assignments. They shall also consider the guidelines and requirements written in other existing policies related to the teaching-related assignments which shall be designated to teachers. Designation of teaching-related assignments shall be enabled by a designation order from the school head duly concurred by the teacher concerned. So mayroong designation order. School shall prepare a list of teachers designated to perform teaching-related assignments and submit the same of the office of the SDS for approval. So i-approve ni SDS yung school order, designation order, yung list. The School Governance and Operation Division SDOD shall keep a copy of recording, monitoring, and work in... Okay. So take note for this, ha. Basta hindi ka na lang mag-a-act, dapat meron kang designation order kung bibigyan ka man ng special assignment. Teacher performing teaching-related assignments, duties, and responsibilities beyond regular work hours, whether within or outside the school premises, shall be granted with VSC subject to the guidelines provided herein as defined by the DepEd issuances. Other teaching-related assignments are arising from new programs from higher and within governance levels, whether internal initiatives or resulting from partnership with stakeholders shall be subsumed in any of the categories mentioned. So, administration of compensation and benefits. Ito na. Paano yung compensation? Payment of teaching overload. Teaching overload shall be compensated through teaching overload pay. The school head shall prepare a record of teachers who rendered services beyond 6 hours aggregated on weekly basis. Payment of teaching overload shall be made on a quarterly basis subject to the extent of allotment for the purpose. In the event of insufficiency of funds, teaching overload hours shall be converted to earned vacation service credit, vacation VSC, vacation service credit provided under existing DepEd policy. All right. Pag wala ng pondo, mako-convert na lang yung compensation na na-earned mo as vacation service credit. Grant of vacation service credit. So, ito yung grant. The teacher ancillary task defined in VA 3.5, VA 3.6. Teaching-related assignment performed by teachers beyond regular work hours shall be compensated through vacation service credit. 8 hours of service rendered shall be equivalent to at least 1.25 vacation service credit. The grant of vacation service credit shall be guided by the following procedures. Teacher shall secure authority from the school head to render work. So may authority ka. Authorized. Beyond regular work. Hindi pwede maging vacation service credit yan kapag hindi ka authorized. Nag-stay ka lang sa faculty more than 8 hours. Tapos hingi ka ba ng vacation service credit? No. Dapat, ang sabi po dito, secure an authority from secure authority from the school head to render work beyond regular work hours, specifying the following: name and position, date and time, hours to be rendered, purpose, task to be accomplished, and justification. Home visitation, ayan, pwede naman. Kasi pwede siya ma-convert as vacation service credit, nag-home visit ka. The school head shall approve the request after thorough evaluation of the necessity and urgency of the declared purpose task to be accomplished. For the request of grant of vacation service credit, teacher shall submit the following to the school head. Ito yung papasa mo ha. Individual accomplishment report and approve authority. So dito, kung gusto mo magkaroon ng grant of vacation service credit, magpasa ka ng accomplishment report ngayon. Approve authority. Attach yung approve authority. The school head shall approve the individual accomplishment report for submission to office. Isa pasa din sa SDS, Office of the School Division Superintendent. Human Resource Management shall prepare special order indicating the list of eligible teachers and numbers of earned vacation service credit based on the actual number of hours, teaching days, teachers have rendered to be approved by the school division superintendent. Once approved, the personnel unit shall record the earned VSC in the employee's leave card. Teachers shall be regularly informed of their earned vacation service credit. Yung dapat regular ka para ma-inform yan. Accumulated VSC are used to offset absences of teachers due to illness or offset proportional reduction in the vacation salary due to absences for personal reasons or late appointment. The procedures for the use of VSC to offset absences or deduction in vacation salary shall be in accordance with the existing DepEd policy. Okay, absences reflected in the daily time record shall indicate the vacation service credit applied for offsetting absences. To accrued, VSC may be converted to sick leave, vacation leave, subject to availability of funds. Okay, tools and procedures, role and responsibilities. Ayan, di ko na babasahin. Ayan na lang po yan. Basta naglaro na po yung para sa ating mga teachers. Ayan o. Basahin nyo na lamang po yan. Sana po nakatulong yung konting pagtatalakay po natin dito. Ayan o. Monitoring and evaluation. Okay. Sarah, we will close. Transitional effectivity. Effectivity. The DepEd order shall take effect immediately upon its approval, issuance, and publication on its website. So, ibig sabihin, effective na to. Certified copies of the order shall be registered with the Office of National Administration Register at the University of the Philippines Law Center. Okay. So, effective na to. Okay. So, yun po, no? DepEd order number 5. Balik natin. A series of 2024 rationalization of teachers' workload in public schools and payment of teaching overload na pwede ma-convert sa vacation service credit kapag walang funds. Alright. So sana po na linawan po tayo about dito. Nababasa-basa lang po natin sa social media pero hindi po talaga natin binasa ng kabuuan, no? Sino ba yung ganun? Mahalaga pala yung pagbabasa ng mga DepEd order and policies and guidelines. So, sana nakatulong po ito sa ating mga kapwa kaguro. Kagaya ng sinabi ko kanina, bilang isang guro, alam mo dapat yung mundo na meron ka dahil ito ang mundo po natin. Happy learning everyone. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to click the subscription button and notification bell all para maging updated ka sa mga susunod ko pong tatalakaying DepEd order. Thank you and God bless.